Hello, my dear students. From Value Education, we are going to see lesson number 4, Lifestyle Disorders. Now, what is lifestyle? Lifestyle is the way the people like to live. That is their lifestyle. Everyone has their own lifestyle. Now, what are lifestyle disorders? Now, there are some factors that disturbs our lifestyle. What are they? Lifestyle disorders are ailments and diseases that strike a person because of an unhealthy lifestyle. These disorders could be obesity, diabetes, coronary heart disease, high blood pressure, acidity, stomach ulcer, poor eyesight, insomnia, dental problems, or a combination of these ailments. Today, lifestyle disorders have hit our country like an epidemic. Nowadays, you can see that all these things together they have taken grant. They are very heavy on our lifestyles. It has become like an epidemic. This was largely restricted to urban areas and metro cities earlier, but is slowly moving into semi urban areas also. In 2016, India had more than 60 million diabetic patients. This is the situation in 2013. And by 2030, the number is likely to cross 100 million patients of diabetes. It is being predicted that coronary heart disease will soon become the leading cause of death in our country. Even this has been calculated by 2030. Uh, it is predicted that the coronary heart disease will take off, and it will be the major cause of death in our country. Then one of the major concerns is that lifestyle disorders are affecting the younger population in India. Mostly it is disturbing the life of younger people more as compared to the West. Okay, did you know that billions of rupees are being spent in India on obesity treatment only? It is an old saying that prevention is always better than cure. Therefore, we will look at the causes of these diseases in children and the measures to be taken to stay free from these diseases. Now, lifestyle disorders are caused by an unhealthy lifestyle. It happens mostly because of the unhealthy lifestyle, and the remedy lies not in medicine but changing in our lifestyle to a healthier one. So the only medicine for this is to make change in our healthy habits. In our lifestyle, we have to make change and make it healthy in spite of taking medicines for it. Now, how is our lifestyle changing? See, our lifestyle has changed drastically, means very rapidly. It has been changed in the last couple of decades from past 10 years. Rapid urbanization has led to an increase in the availability of goods and affluences in society. Due to our improvement, we have got lots of things which are easily accessible. Therefore, today most of the people use vehicles for transportation. To save our time, you must have observed that people they make use of vehicles to travel or for their transportation. Stay indoors and play video games. They watch more TV and they speaks instantly incessantly on the phones and do very little physical exercise. They have restricted themselves so much that we see people they prefer to stay indoors, means they don't like to go out and play outdoors, and sitting at home they like to play video games. They are mostly on phones and they does very less physical exercise. Besides this, there is pressure of work. Everybody is under work pressure. There is shortage of time, workload of schools on children, which creates a lot of stress and it causes worry. With the introduction of fast food, because of this fast food, and home delivery services, we have started consuming food which are high in calories but of little nutritional value. So the sedentary lifestyle coupled with unhealthy eating patterns are creating a havoc in our health. This is the main reason behind the unhealthy habits of our life. Then how was the life earlier? In earlier days, people were not so much dependent on machines. Now, in today's age, we are almost dependent on machines for everything. To wash the clothes, we are dependent on washing machines. To watch, to get entertainment, we are dependent on television, computers, laptops. So all these machines, they have spoiled our life. People went to work and children went to school. Earlier, we used to go to our work and school either on foot or on cycles. Means we were not more dependent on vehicles. They also had enough leisure times. We had lots of self time. Since there were no gadgets like video games, like your mobiles, laptops, computers, children spend that time in playing games outdoors. So they usually go outdoors to play the games. Moreover, the time spent indoors was spent in the wonderful pursuit of reading. When they were inside the house, they used to utilize their time in reading. They also had time to just stand and stare, which acted as a great stress buster. Such activities brought about a lot of human interactions and emotional bonding amongst people. As they were talking to their parents or to the family members, they had a very great interactions even with the other people outside. As as far as food was concerned, in earlier time it was mainly home cooked. Most of the ingredients came from the fields or nearby gardens. People were using fresh material ingredients for the food to be cooked. So people had wholesome, balanced, and fresh meals. So, besides the physical activities, improved metabolism and food was digested very easily because they were doing lots of physical exercises. So, most people had fit bodies. Today, everyone is in a rush, and parents have little time to make food at home because both the parents, they are working. So it's very difficult to manage the household work. Even if they have time, they don't make healthy foods at time. Though they have time, they will make something which is easy to be cooked. So we are not that healthy like earlier life. Now, what are the health hazards caused by modern lifestyle? First is obesity. In simple terms, you can say obesity means being overweight beyond a certain limit. Your body weight is overweighted, then it is to be limited. A person whose weight is above 20% above the desired range is called obese, and those who are 40% above, they are severely obese. And in the last 15 years, the percentage of obesity in children has just doubled. So what are the reasons behind it? First is your irregular meal times, eating food at any of the time, lack of physical activity, then easy availability of the junk food, lack of fresh ingredients in the meals. As children enter adolescence, those who are overweight are often subjected to psychological and social problems as they are at times teased on account of their weight. When they comes to a certain age, then they are being teased for their overweight. They can also suffer from serious medical problems such as diabetes, then fatty liver and heart ailments. Most significantly, overweight children grow up as overweight adults, thereby risking the chance of getting diabetes and heart ailments also increases. Then other problems that occur due to obesity are lethargy, problems in joints, especially knees, overall discomfort, excessive sleep, poor posture, leathery appearance of skin. So, the WHO has declared obesity as one of the most neglected diseases of significant public health implications in the new millennium. So, Shaila, hailing from a very affluent family, weighed 95 kg at the age of 15. It took her doctor 4 visits to convince her that she was obese. So, year and a half later, after bringing about a drastic change in her lifestyle, she now weighs 75 kgs and is a much happier girl. Now, another is diabetes. It is also a lifestyle disease and is caused due to lack of exercise and overconsumptions of fat and sugar in your diet. It is a serious ailment which is also known as the silent killer because it gradually weakens the internal organs and the healing power of the body. It also affects the eyesight of a person. If neglected, it can lead to serious health problems. Generally, people who are obese are more likely to develop this disease, which is known as type 2 diabetes. 13-year-old Shivrani has type 2 diabetes. After a year of oral medicines and maintaining strict dietary regime, her sugar level is under control, but she has to take the tablets and maintain the diet for her entire life. Then heart ailments and high blood pressures. It has been observed that most people, especially children having type 2 diabetes, suffers from hypertension or high blood pressure and are prone to heart ailments at a younger age, which could be as early as 20 years. Now, tooth decays are there. Dental decay is another epidemic that has hit children. This had also happened because of basic change in diet. Eating too much of chocolates, sweets, white bread, and biscuits cause tooth decay. People today have forgotten the basic habits of rinsing the mouth after every meal and brushing the teeth before going to bed. Even in the morning, some children do not brush their teeth properly. Remember, once you lose a permanent tooth, it has gone forever. How will you feel if you have lost some of your teeth? Just give it a thought. 4-year-old Siddharth Ramesh had dental caries in all his milk teeth. He had to get 3 root canal fillings, 3 caps, and fluoride treatment done for all his teeth. He never brushed his teeth on time and ate a lot of bread and junk food. Then weak eyesight, studying in poorly light rooms, sitting in front of the computers, watching too much of TV, and playing video games are major reasons for our poor eyesight. In addition, poor nutrition and wrong diet can also affect the eyes negatively. Next is insomnia. In simple terms, it is too little or poor quality of sleep. This can be caused by improper sleeping patterns like tension and stress. A normal person should get about 7 to 8 hours of sleep, but people who suffer from sleeping disorder or insomnia, they have following problems like difficulty in sleeping or falling asleep, waking up too early in the morning, waking up during the night, not feeling fresh even after sleeping for 7 to 8 hours. These are the causes of your insomnia. If one does not get good sleep, the best way is to do the following things to get overcome it. It's get regular exercise. It makes you tired as well as refreshed and relaxed, which helps in getting a sound sleep. Avoid having coffee or tea before dinner. Have dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before your bedtime. Then try to go to bed at a reasonable correct time. Regulate your sleep cycle by sleeping at approximately the same time every night. So young people in schools may sometimes find it difficult to sleep on account of fatigue, tension, or stress. It is also caused by irregular sleeping patterns. This could lead to insomnia in adulthood. Therefore, it is good to take corrective measure while one is still young so that we don't suffer the consequences later. Then there are acidity and ulcer problems also. Too much of spices, junk food, and oily fried food is the cause of stomach ache and acidity. People who have regular bouts of acidity are prone to chronic stomach problems and ulcers also. Even lack of sleep, irregular life, and irregular meal timings, it also causes acidity, pitta. Stress definitely adds to acidity and stomach problems. Ulcers are like small wounds inside the stomach or intestines. People with ulcers and acidity often experience bout of pain which can occur any time of the day. Okay, so these are the things that happens if we do not follow a regular and healthy lifestyle, so it disturbs our life.